Okay, in the last section, we'll talk about Venus in the 10th house, 11th house, and 12th house. Okay, Venus comes here. Venus is in the 10th house. Now, what is 10th house? 10th house talks about your career, not the actual job you do, but your career environment. Okay, your environment. It talks about the government. It talks about your reputation, how people see you. You know, the in the fourth house talks about your family, right?
Mm.
Your private life. Huh? 10th house talk about your public life,
Mm.
how everyone sees you. Okay, so when Venus is here, first and foremost, your reputation becomes very important. Your reputation precedes you.
Mm.
Okay, without knowing you, I already hear about you. That kind of stuff. So, for anyone with Venus in 10th house, it is important that you always upkeep your reputation. If you, let's say, for example, borrow money from friends, you seek help from friends, and you say that you promise that you'll return by this date and time, you better do it.
Mm.
Yeah. Uh, your relationship with the government is important. Right? For such a person, right, you don't try and go and break laws. Once once you get punished by the government, you will find that you are activating the wrong part of your energy.
Mm.
Right? So this Venus here becomes that important in terms of how the government sees you.
Mm.
And it's important for you to upkeep that. Okay. So this kind of person, right, cannot and shouldn't have enemies. You should be the one, everybody will look up to. Everybody wants to come to you for help. Once you can reach that status, good.
Mm.
Okay. Now, 10th house is also career, right? So for such a person to grow, right, to have money, you need to work. You need to work a lot. Meaning, for such a person, you can become a workaholic. You
Mm.
can you can get married to your job. That you should get married to your job.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Have this very cordial relationship with career. Meaning
Mm.
you shouldn't be hating your job. You should be
Mm.
loving what you do. Okay? If you find that you are dragging yourself to work, there's something is wrong already.
Mm.
And once that happens, right, bad things will start to happen.
Mm.
So yeah, that relationship with your job that's important.
Okay, basically this one is called love your job.
Yeah, love until you die.
Mm.
Okay, Venus comes to this 11th house. Okay, this is also in addition to the Venus in fourth house. Venus in 11th house is also very, very prosperous, very good, very powerful. In fact, unless it's debilitated, if not Venus comes here, you have the promise of a lot of wealth. You
Mm.
have that promise. Okay, so congratulations for people with Venus in the 11th house. Say again, unless your Venus is debilitated, if not, it's fine.
Mm.
Okay, so what does Venus in the 11th house mean now? 11th house talks about your elder siblings. Elder siblings, So since it's Venus, especially your female elder siblings, okay, it talks about your friends, your social network, your social circle. Okay, and then 11th house is also the higher house of the sixth house. Okay, this is a bit technical. Just bear with me. The 11th house represents also the service.
Mm.
Remember, I said sixth house is service, right?
Mm.
11th house is also service because it's the higher house of the sixth.
Okay.
Right. So yeah, first and foremost, Venus here, please do volunteer work. Right. But more importantly is your relationship with your elder siblings. Right. Always be cordial with them. Now, what happens if you do not have elder siblings? Anyone that you identify as a big brother to you or big sister to you, you must, and it's good that you have such a person in your life.
Mm.
Take care of them. Be generous with them, right? The have people like these in your life as many as possible. or that one is my brother, he always take care of me, and or she's like my big sister. Wow. Okay, such a person, right, should have such people in your life as many as possible.
Mm.
Yeah. 11th house is the most important house of gains. There are four finance houses: the second, the fifth, right, the eighth, and then the 11th house. 11th house is the most important house of gains, the most important house of fulfillment of desires.
Mm.
Right. So for Venus in the 11th house, in order for you to have lots of money, you need to be more ambitious.
Mm.
Right. These are the people who can actually generate a lot of income and wealth. And you should be very helpful to your friends as well, just like Venus in the sixth house. Because again, 11th house is the higher house of the sixth house. Be generous with them. In fact, these people, right, if you can buy shoes for your friends,
Wow.
in the Chinese, if you buy shoes, you're going
Pandan.
to break up with your friends, right?
Ah.
Something like that. For such people, Venus in 11th house, don't care about that.
Mm.
Buy shoes for your friends.
Mm.
Yeah, you will find that your luck will go up.
Wow, interesting.
Okay? Right. Now, Venus comes here. This is what we call Venus in the 12th house. Okay, 12th house is interesting. Why? Because 12th house, or rather the sign of Pisces, is the original owner of the 12th house. And Venus is exalted in 12th house. Oh, sorry.
Mm.
Venus is exalted in Pisces. Okay, what it means is that, oh yeah, sorry, before I even go there, 12th house talks about liberation, moksha. It's a house of loss, but it's not, loss doesn't mean bad. Loss of something bad is also good,
Mm.
correct? Okay, but it actually means, the 12th house means letting go.
Mm.
When Venus comes here, right, you need to learn how to let go. Meaning, if you are that person who always want to achieve that $1 million in your bank account, this year I must earn this amount of money, but money keeps eluding you.
Mm.
Why? Because Venus is telling you, don't chase me, let go of me,
Mm.
and I'll come back to you. Okay, this is what Venus is telling you.
Mm.
Okay, so for people with this, always be mindful. Don't chase after Venus. Let Venus come back to you. And for people with Venus in 12th house, you need to spend money on.
Mm.
Okay, in the Vedic astrology, Venus is, you can also say, goddess Lakshmi is Venus. Okay,
Mm.
Lakshmi talks about money, wealth, and all, right?
Mm.
Now, Venus wants in 12th house will want you to spend money, let money circulate.
Mm.
The more you do that, Venus will come back to you two, 3 times or even more.
Interesting.
Okay, so you cannot be a miser for Venus in 12th house. You must spend money, help your friends. If you can afford it, buy this. Let money circulate.
Mm.
Then it comes back to you.
Okay. Okay. This,
Okay.
like, the more you spend, the more you get back.
Yeah. Now, of course, it doesn't apply to everyone, right?
Mm.
So
Only for
yeah,
this one.
only for this one.
Mm.
Then, if your Venus in the 12th house, it also says something about your spouse. It is better for you to marry someone who is a foreigner, okay? Or let's say in the Indian culture, someone of a different caste,
Mm.
right? Um, in our Singapore, Southeast Asia country, we don't have that kind of thing, right?
Mm.
But you can marry someone of a different race.
Mm.
Yeah, interracial marriage is quite common here.
Mm.
So if you have this, yeah, go ahead. It's good that if you can marry someone from other countries or someone from another race, creed, right? Best is you get married overseas.
Mm.
And if you can recall, all right, our Mr. Elon Musk has this.
Mm. Mm. True. True.
Okay, so go overseas, go far away, and get married.
Mm.
Okay, that's Venus in the 12th house. So in other words, right, in order for you to earn a lot of money, this person shouldn't be staying in their home country. Okay, let's say you don't want to leave your home country, then you shouldn't be working for a local company.
Okay.
Yeah,
International company.
international company. Always go international. Right. So Venus in the 12th house, first of all, let go. Then it will come back to you.
Hmm.
Okay. Get married to someone else, foreign or different race. Okay. Work for a foreign company or
Hmm.
in a foreign country.
Hmm.
That's where your source of wealth is.
Hmm. Cool.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
Awesome.
So this is a brief introduction of how you can identify your source of wealth by locating where your Venus is in which house.
Okay. Thank you very
Yeah.
much for the sharing today on all on locating our source of wealth. It has been really, really eye-opening. Thank you very much, Chris.
No problem. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Carl.